Why you're still getting angry? You don't get angry because people are bad. You don't get angry because the world is unfair. You get angry because you expect control where there is none. Let that sink in. Every time someone annoys you, disrespects you, ignores you, or misunderstands you, it's not the action that hurts you. It's your expectation that they should have acted differently. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. They didn't try to change people. They didn't try to silence the world. They didn't try to escape discomfort. They mastered themselves. And today, I want to share with you 5 habits, not theories, not quotes, not motivation, but daily habits that, if practiced seriously, will slowly make anger powerless over you. Not because you suppress it, but because it no longer makes sense. By the end of this video, you won't be looking for ways to calm down. You'll be asking a deeper question. Why should this bother me at all? Habit 1. Remove the illusion of control. Most anger comes from one lie. People should behave the way I want. The Stoics called this a confusion of control. Epictetus was very clear. Some things are up to you. Most things are not. And the moment you try to control what is not yours to control, you create suffering. You get angry at people's opinions, their tone, their ignorance, their lack of discipline, their disrespect. But tell me honestly, did you create them? Did you raise them? Did you choose their character? No. Yet you act surprised when they behave according to who they are, not who you want them to be. Here's the habit. Every time someone upsets you, pause and silently ask, was this ever under my control? If the answer is no, then your anger is irrational. This doesn't mean you accept bad behavior. It means you stop emotionally reacting to it. You can still set boundaries. You can still walk away. You can still correct someone. But you do it without inner chaos. Anger is what happens when you demand control over the uncontrollable. Peace begins when you withdraw that demand. Habit 2. Expect human nature, not ideal behavior. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings with a warning to himself. Not motivation, not affirmations, a warning. He would remind himself, today I will meet people who are selfish, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and rude. Why? So he wouldn't be shocked when it happened. Most people get angry because they expect ideal behavior from flawed humans. They expect kindness from insecure people, logic from emotional people, honesty from people who fear consequences, and then they act surprised. The Stoic habit is simple but uncomfortable. Lower your expectations of human behavior, not out of bitterness, out of realism. When you expect people to act according to their limitations, you stop taking their actions personally. Someone insults you, that says more about their inner disorder than your worth. Someone disrespects you, that reveals their values, not your status. When you internalize this, anger loses its fuel. Because anger needs surprise to survive. If you expect nothing from people, everything becomes manageable. This doesn't make you weak, it makes you free. Habit 3. Delay your reaction, the space of power. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. Most people never enter that space. They react instantly. A message triggers them, a comment provokes them, a look offends them, and once the reaction is out, regret follows. The Stoics trained themselves to delay, not suppress. Delay. This is crucial. Here's the habit. When something triggers you, do nothing for 10 seconds. No reply, no explanation, no justification. Just breathe. In that short delay, you reclaim power. Because anger is impulsive. Wisdom is slow. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy, and you cannot be calm and impulsive at the same time." That pause is where discipline lives. Most conflicts could be avoided if people simply waited. Not everything deserves a response. Not every disrespect needs acknowledgement. Not every opinion needs correction. Silence, when chosen consciously, is dominance. Habit 4. See anger as a failure of judgment. The Stoics didn't see anger as strength. They saw it as a mistake, not morally, intellectually. Anger is not something that happens to you. It is something you agree with. You judge a situation as unfair, unacceptable, intolerable, and that judgment creates emotion. Change the judgment, the emotion dissolves. Here's the habit. When you feel anger rising, ask, what story am I telling myself right now? Because anger always comes with a narrative. They disrespected me. This shouldn't be happening. I don't deserve this. Challenge the story. Is it objectively true? Or is it just your ego demanding validation? Most anger is wounded pride disguised as justice. Once you see this, anger becomes embarrassing. Not because it's weak, but because it's unnecessary. Habit 5. Practice. Negative visualization daily. This is one of the most powerful Stoic practices. Every day, imagine being misunderstood, being criticized, being ignored, being treated unfairly, not to suffer, but to prepare. When these things happen in real life, you won't be shocked. You'll think, I expected this, and anger won't arise. Because anger thrives on the unexpected. Prepared minds are calm minds. Habit 6. Stop taking things personally. Nothing is about you. One of the hardest truths to accept is also one of the most freeing. Almost nothing people do is about you. When someone insults you, ignores you, lies to you, or disrespects you, your instinct is to think, they did this to me. But the Stoics saw it differently. People act based on their fears, their insecurities, their habits, their wounds, their ignorance. You just happen to be present. Imagine a storm destroying a house. You don't take it personally. You don't feel offended by the wind. You understand it as nature acting according to its conditions. Human behavior is the same. When you internalize this, anger has nowhere to land. Because anger requires a target. And you remove yourself as that target. This habit takes humility. Your ego wants to believe you are important enough to provoke reactions. But most people are too busy fighting their own inner chaos to think about you. Once you understand this, insults feel empty, disrespect feels irrelevant, criticism feels distant. Not because you are numb, but because you are no longer self-centered in your perception. And paradoxically, that's when you become stronger. Habit 7. Choose dignity over emotional release. Anger often disguises itself as honesty. People say, I had to speak my truth. I couldn't stay silent. They needed to hear it. But the Stoics asked a sharper question. Did this reaction make me better or just louder? Releasing anger feels good for a moment, but dignity lasts longer. Every time you explode, argue, or lose control, you train your mind to believe emotion is in charge, and that's dangerous. Here's the Stoic habit. Before reacting, ask, will I respect myself after this? Will they understand? Will they feel bad? Will I win? Only, will this align with the person I want to become? Marcus Aurelius didn't ask if something felt justified. He asked if it was worthy. Anger lowers you to the level of chaos. Dignity elevates you above it, and people feel that. Not immediately, but permanently. Habit 8. See disrespect as a test, not an attack. Life will test you, not with comfort, but with irritation. The Stoics believed obstacles were not interruptions, they were training grounds. Disrespect is one of the most powerful tests. Someone cuts you off, talks over you, mocks you, looks down on you. Your ego screams, react, defend, prove. But the Stoic asks, what is this situation training me to become? Patience? Self-control? Detachment? If you see disrespect as an insult, you suffer. If you see it as training, you grow. The moment you stop asking, why are they doing this to me? And start asking, what virtue is being demanded of me right now? Everything changes. You stop being a victim of circumstances and become a student of life. And students don't get angry at lessons. They learn. Habit 9. Accept that not being liked is part of freedom. One hidden source of anger is this desire. I want people to approve of me. When approval is threatened, anger appears. Someone disagrees, someone criticizes, someone doesn't value you, and suddenly, peace is gone. The Stoics were ruthless about this. You cannot be free and need validation. Choose one. If your peace depends on how others see you, you will always be vulnerable. People will misunderstand you. They will judge you unfairly. They will dislike you for reasons you cannot control. And that's not a problem. That's reality. Here's the habit. Practice being okay with being misunderstood. Let people have the wrong opinion. Correct only when necessary. Explain only when useful. Most of the time, silence is power. You don't owe the world an explanation for your existence. When you truly accept this, anger dissolves. Because anger often comes from this thought. They shouldn't see me this way, but they will, and you don't need to fix that. Habit 10. Remember, everything is temporary. This is the ultimate Stoic perspective. Everything passes. Insults pass. Conflicts pass. Embarrassment passes. Reputation passes. Even the people who anger you pass. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, soon you will be nothing. Soon they will be nothing. Soon this will be nothing. Not to depress himself, but to gain clarity. When you zoom out, anger looks small. Ask yourself, will this matter in 1 year, in 5 years, on my deathbed? Most things don't survive that perspective. Anger thrives in the moment. Wisdom lives in eternity. The more you remind yourself of impermanence, the less power temporary events have over you. How these habits change you over time. At first, practicing Stoicism feels unnatural. Your instincts want to react. Your ego wants to defend. Your emotions want expression. But slowly, something shifts. You begin to notice. You pause more, you speak less. You observe more. People may think you are distant. You are not. You are selective. Your energy becomes expensive. You no longer waste it on pointless arguments, emotional people situations you can't control. And ironically, people start respecting you more. Not because you demand it, but because you no longer seek it. What Stoic calm really looks like. Stoic calm is not silence. It's not weakness. It's not indifference. It is clarity under pressure. You still feel emotions, but they don't command you. You still notice injustice, but you don't poison yourself over it. You still engage with the world, but on your terms. Anger becomes rare, and when it appears, you recognize it instantly. You don't fight it. You don't justify it. You dissolve it. Most people live their entire lives emotionally hostage. Hostage to opinions, moods, comments, disrespect, chaos. Stoicism is the refusal to live like that. It is choosing inner order over outer noise. If you master these habits, you won't become emotionless. You'll become unshakable. And that is rare. That is powerful. That is freedom. You don't need to control the world. You only need to control your response to it. And once you do, no one can disturb your peace without your permission.